Hello everyone, happy Friday. I am here. I am in my husband's shirt because no shirts fit. We have had coffee, we have had milk, we've had our breakfast. Now it's time for the food bank haul. So last night we went to the mobile food bank. You just drive up and they load your car. And you can kind of see what they have as you pull up, but just because it's in the row doesn't mean that's necessarily going to go in your car. So I'm not sure how they decide who gets what or how much of what goes where. But this is what we got. It's very interesting. The snack on this shirt. So it's kind of an interesting array of stuff. I'm definitely going to have to give some to neighbors because we are not going to be able to eat some of these items before they go bad. So let me show you. Let's start in the back. We got a pack of diapers. We'll just go in rows. We got some we have some canned items. It looks like there is a can of soup, can of diced tomatoes, 2 cans of green beans, 3 cans of fruit cocktail, and I'll probably turn that into fruit leather again. 4 cans of pasta sauce and a can of potatoes. 3 bags of cinnamon chocolate covered gummies. So yeah, a lot of those. 2 bags of date pieces. I've actually never made anything with dates, so I'm excited to try and figure something out with those. They must have heard me last week when I said I was super excited for the lentils because we have 2 more 2-pound bags. 2 bags of shelled walnuts. They're each 1 pound. To the bakery aisle. We have 2 things of wheat bread, 1 white bread. So this is a lot of bread this week. Whole grain hot dog buns, which we don't mind whole grain hot dog or hamburger buns. Healthy multigrain. Organic French rolls. And this is the first time I've seen Trader Joe's stuff. So that was kind of exciting. And okay, first of all, $8.99 for this loaf of bread. Cranberry walnut bread. $8.99. And I think it expires today. Oh, no, 2 days ago, but it's fine. Then because we have little girls, they give us these 2 I Love My Mom. She's reading a magazine behind me, sorry. I Love My Mom teddy bears, which the baby already has decided one is her baby. Okay. We have another bag of Talkie Waves, which the 10-year-old will love. I didn't even know Sun Chips made other kind of chips, but these are black bean southwestern queso, which is probably spicy. So I don't know. We'll have to try those. 3 boxes of lemon flavored mini donuts. A package of these velvety chocolate egg shaped cake with silky mousse. These are from Trader Joe's as well. They're super cute. A package of these vanilla dessert shells. My little one my bigger one has loved strawberry shortcake since I can remember. So I'm sure she'll have fun making a strawberry shortcake with that. All right, this is one of the for sure items we're going to have to help or pass on, not help. 7 bags of these iceberg lettuce, and there's 2 iceberg lettuce in each one. There's no way I can eat this much lettuce, or we can, before it goes bad. So we are gonna pass some of these on, and I'm thinking maybe I'll do a lettuce wrap with them, like an Asian lettuce wrap, and then we can do salads and stuff with them as well. But I'll keep a couple packs and pass the rest on. 4 Detroit-style deep dish pizzas, and they're supreme. They must have known tonight is pizza night at this house. a turkey, spinach, and Swiss cheese wrap from Trader Joe's, which I'll probably have for lunch. This is huge, this papaya. So I need to get that cut up. They also must have heard me say, I wish I had picked up some celery, because a really big bag of celery, 2.5 pounds of celery, 2 pounds of coleslaw, 1 lone red pepper, a container of organic raspberries, hummus from Trader Joe's, which is really good if you've never had their hummus, a salad, to-go salad, and it looks like it has like couscous in it, like a Mediterranean type. 4 of these containers of just crack an egg. I guess you just add a fresh egg into it, and then it's like a little breakfast on the go. Second item we are going to have to share. The box below this milk has 2 more milks in it. So there are 3 gallons of just the regular reduced fat, and then 1 organic reduced fat. And again, we will pass some of these on just to help other people. The best by date is April 8th, so I'm sure we can find somebody who can drink it before then. 3 4-packs of Dannon yogurts. 1 pound of ground beef chuck, and it was frozen. It's still pretty much frozen. Let's throw it back in the freezer. These are a sour cherry lemon fruit juice blend. I thought I'd throw them. They were frozen, but I had them in the fridge. I was thinking of putting them back in the freezer and using them for when we do smoothies. 4 pounds of Kraft American cheese, which growing up, I never had American cheese. And then I put it in my eggs one day, and they make them so creamy. So that's a way to use them if you get them, because I know not everybody likes them just like on sandwiches and stuff like that, but in eggs, it makes the eggs so creamy. And then last but not least, because I'm so grateful for this, I actually just ran out of mozzarella, so this is perfect. Shredded mozzarella. It's an Italian blend, so it has provolone, Parmesan, Asiago, and Romano cheese. But 7 bags, and you can throw these in your freezer too. I don't even know the date on this. Oh, April 8th. So we could even share some of that. Got the papaya peeled. I just used a potato peeler. And now I'm going to just chop it up. Like I said, I'm going to put part of it on my tray. I have the scraps for the chickens, and I'm going to put some in the fridge. But I figured maybe we would chat a little bit. I am going to ask everyone for your good thoughts, blessings, vibes, prayers. I've mentioned before, I have my bachelor's. So I have 2 bachelors. I have a bachelor's in university studies, which is, what is that? And then minors in communication and child development. And then I have a bachelor's in public health. And even though I have my bachelor's, I've worked in mental health with my public health degree. I always went back to being a nanny because I make more as a nanny, and mental health was hard. It was mentally very hard some days. So I always worked as a nanny until I stopped working. Now, my husband, he started his degree way back 17 years ago, and he never finished. He did 2 years, I believe, in an illustration degree. He's a really good artist. And I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but he just didn't have the support that he needed to believe in himself, if you will. So the company he works for had a meeting yesterday, and they are asking everybody to come and listen. But basically what it is they are doing extra help for those who want to become an engineer. And all of my husband's friends are engineers. And he has been interested in mechanical engineering in the past, but again, just never pursued it because of his own inner demons. So he has a meeting today at 3 with the guy to help him get going. And his company is amazing. They pay full tuition reimbursement, and then will help him get his degree in engineering. And I told him we will do whatever it takes for him to go back to school and finish, and to set up a meeting. But I didn't want to push it, because you know when you push something on somebody, and if they're not ready or whatever, they're not going to do it. But he set up a meeting for 3 o'clock today. And this meeting is just to go over his transcript and see what he would need to do to finish his degree, or figure out transcript stuff, and I'm sure they're not going to go over it today. But if everybody could keep Josh, my husband, in your thoughts and prayers and all of that, I need him to feel all of the amazingness that he is, and want to do it, because he would be an amazing engineer. He is so good at just crafting things and making things. That's probably one reason I fell in love with him. My mom is the same way. I always joke that you could give my mom a pillowcase and a Q-tip and she could make a house. But his mind, it just works that way, where it's always inventing and stuff like that. And I know he always has wanted that for himself. So, if you wouldn't mind just putting it out there, that would be amazing. We would appreciate it. I just want him to feel supported, and I can only support him so much, you know. I do my best as a one-person show. So, I'm excited for him now. And his company, he could move up so quickly in it. His friends are all a variety of engineers, from aerospace to mechanical. And I was talking to them one time, I'm like, it's so crazy that you guys have bachelors and you're making all this money. And I have a bachelor's too, same amount of schooling, but because mine is so basic. When I worked at a local psychiatric hospital, and you had to have your degree, and I started at $15, and this was 4 or 5 years ago, with my degree. And I'm like, it is so crazy that even though you have a degree, it's so varying on what you make. And I mean, obviously jobs are different, but I make more without my degree as a nanny than I do working that job, where I literally sometimes had to hold people down from hurting themselves. And it was hard. But anyways, I mean, why not? Perfect time after having a baby in 3 weeks to go back to school, right? So I'm cutting these in just little slices for the fridge, and I'll fill up one container. And I think that'll be good. I hate when I do stuff and then nobody eats it. And then I'm like, oh shoot. Either I have to eat all of it, or I'm going to have to throw it away. So, I'm happy to freeze it for smoothies. I actually said I want my blender, I have a cabinet where I keep all my kitchen stuff in the by the table, because it just doesn't, there's no room in this kitchen. And I'm like, I need the blender out, because it's so hard to lug it in and out. And both the girls love smoothies, so I am all about feeding them smoothies and getting all the hidden stuff in there. What are some things you like to hide in your smoothies? I like to do greens and all the fruits. Veggies are hard though. I find that veggies aren't as easy to sneak in, besides like kale and spinach. A lot of papaya. So after I cut this up, I'm almost done, and then I'm going to put some of the celery in the fridge. but this is a 2.5 pound bag. So again, I don't want the celery to go bad before we use it. So I'm gonna juice some of it and I'm gonna put it in, you can't see, it's off camera, my little stick ice cube trays and throw those in the freezer as well. Because I think celery juice probably would go really good in a smoothie. I've never done it before, but I don't think they'll notice. And isn't celery juice supposed to be super good for you? That's why it's like all the rage to have a celery juice. I've never had celery, just straight celery juice. Well, these are a little bit stacked, but that's okay. And I remembered I have these silicone trays. I don't need parchment paper. So we have this amount. Whoop! I'll eat it. This amount for the fridge. The papaya doesn't seem as sweet as other papayas that I've had. But again, I haven't really had it a lot, which surprises me being from California. So I think I will save, oh, this is feeling like it really does need to be taken care of. So I'll probably, since it's a little bit gross, I'll probably just save a few stalks. It doesn't look bad, it's just feeling a little bit like it needs to be processed. So that leaves me with 6, 8, 10, 12 stalks that I'll process up and make juice out of. I'm just going to cut them in half so they're not too wide. So it definitely did not make much, but I think we'll be able to do a few things with it. And then I'm going to use this, and I was thinking maybe I'll dehydrate it and make some celery salt. Because I just thought, oh, I could have dehydrated it and made celery salt. Okay, so we have 2 trays plus 3. I would have had more had I not spilled. I'm going to get these all put away and in the freezer, and I'm going to dehydrate this. Make a little bit of, won't make much, but why waste it, right? I hate wasting. Not a ton of prep, but we got a couple of things done with the stuff that we got from the food bank. And it's better to preserve it and get it where you can use it later and it not go bad than to be given something and it go bad. So thank you for helping me. So thankful for all this stuff. So grateful. We will definitely use it and pass what we can along to other people who can. I hope that if you are struggling, please, you can call 211 or just even Google food pantries or mobile food pantries near me and find something in your area. I was second to last in line today. Not today. I was second to the last person in the line. A couple more cars pulled up after when I was almost done. But they gave me this much stuff and they still had pallets of food. And I know everywhere is different, but this is the stuff that stores have donated that are out of date and are going to be thrown away. For the most part. Not the cheese and the milk. But a lot of the stuff is out of date. And if you're okay with that and you need food, please utilize your local resources. I hope you have a great week. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching again and subscribing and commenting and all your support. 3 more weeks till baby comes. 3 more weeks. Then who knows what life will be like around here. So have a wonderful week. I will see you next time.